Good morning, everyone. It's Lee Henson, president and founder of Agiledad, and it's time for today's episode of the Daily Standup. So without any further ado, let's get started. It's Friday. I hope you had another amazing week. I hope things went your way. I hope that all of your dreams came true. Friday is another one of those agile, not so agile episodes. So I thought it'd be fun to talk to you about someone who is near and dear to my heart and a message that I received from him. So here is the story. So a dear friend, or someone who I would call a dear friend, Richard Branson, he got an email or a question that was asked of him, and someone asked him, "In what ways does your family inspire you?" And I was going to do a summary of this and kind of just spell it out for you, but I wanted you to hear his reply via his own words. So I'm going to read part of this to you, and then we'll have a quick discussion about it. He said, "My sister had just sent me the most wonderful photos from when my son Sam was born. I remember I'd rushed straight to the hospital after our first Virgin Atlantic Challenger adventure, where a team of us attempted to make the fastest ever transatlantic crossing. Our boat ended up capsizing, and we had to be rescued by helicopter, but the disappointment and exhaustion melted away the moment I held Sam in my arms. Here I am, in a picture, still in my sailing clothes, but happier than ever. I ended up sleeping on a hospital floor that night, but it was worth it and way more comfortable than the boat. My family my family is my biggest inspiration, and my children are my greatest achievement. Without the love and support of my wife, children, parents, nieces, nephews, and grandchildren, I wouldn't have the drive to keep dreaming and to bounce back from every setback." Sorry, that alone just hits the mood, right? For someone to feel so confident and for someone to feel so much love for their family is so incredible. Just last evening, I had a long conversation with my son, my oldest son, and the love that we shared for each other was just really, really neat. It's really empowering and exciting to know that when we connect with our families, that it can help make everything else kind of click. So let's keep going. He goes on to say, "I've been married to my wife, Joan, for 45 years now, and she has been my constant rock and steady source of wisdom." How many times have you caught me saying it about my wife, Laurie, right? We've only been married for 22 years, but I completely get it. When I need a voice of reason or when I have a doubt, Joan inspires me to stay true to myself and persevere. She was also the inspiration behind Necker Island, which I originally bought in an effort just to impress her. The family memories that we've shared on the island have made it one of the best decisions I've ever made. I've had an opportunity to travel with my wife and family, and I can tell you that the memories, those type of things, are the ones that are long lasting, and those are the things that really, that's the glue that holds the relationship together. So he goes on to say, "We've always run Virgin as a family business, and my children have been inspiring the Virgin story from their very first days. Growing up, Holly and Sam were at almost every inaugural flight, Christmas party, launch event, and world adventure. They also remain at the front of my mind when I make important decisions. I always ask myself, is this something my children and my grandchildren will be proud of? Will it make the future a little brighter for the next generation? I'm sure all parents would agree that this is the best way to make a decision and to find the inspiration to just do the right thing. Now that my children are older, they continue to challenge me and inspire the way I work. As Virgin's Chief Purpose and Vision Officer, Holly's passion for purpose-driven business constantly motivates all of us to uphold Virgin's purpose of changing business for good. Sam's adventurous spirit, endless creativity, and his passion for environment help me see the world through a different lens and tackle old problems in new ways. He's also an incredible storyteller, so I find a lot of inspiration in his words, films, and music. I also can't talk about family inspiration without mentioning my parents. My dad Ted's life motto was, 'Isn't life wonderful?' And his zest for life inspired everyone around him. In particular, Dad inspired me to remain curious and always find a new reason to smile. My mom, Eve, was one of the most energetic and optimistic people I've ever known. She helped me overcome deep shyness, and I learned from an early age how to tackle my fears head on. When things don't go to plan, I think of my mom and find the inspiration to keep going." It's quite remarkable to look back at all the different ways in which our families inspire us. Whether it's your family members, friends, or colleagues, it's so important to surround yourself with people who inspire you, believe in you, and challenge you. It's equally important to encourage others in the same way. That thoughtful reply and that thoughtful summary from Richard Branson, it made my Friday special, and it made my weekend on a really good note. It brought me to a greater understanding of why sometimes I feel the way I do about my family. I can't begin to tell you how proud I am of my children and the people they've grown up to be. My daughter's a beautiful woman with inspiration, with creativity, and every day is a new adventure for her. My son, Anthony, who's just so amazing at everything he does, anything he touches with his hands, he's a creator. And it's just a fantastic gift that he can share with the world. My son Justin, who always sees the life through he sees life through the lens. He does photography, but not just from a creative artistic lens, but he sees life through a lens that we have the power to change the world. And then my beautiful daughter Kate, my youngest, who drives me and makes me think about what I need to do to be a better person each day. And of course, the rock of my life, Laurie. As we celebrate Memorial Day, I can't help but think about my family and those who I'm close to here and those who've gone away that I'm still close to. I guess the moral of the story here is that it's important for us to seek out our roots, and it's important for us to understand who we are and how we got to that point. And once we gather that information and we understand, it's going to make us a better, more well-rounded person. So Richard, thanks for that uplifting message, and timed so well, buddy. Timed so well. And I think that we all owe a debt of homage to figuring out what drives us and what made us the person we are today. So that's going to do it for Friday. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and we look forward to seeing you on Monday. We got some exciting topics to cover next week. And as always, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care.